Have you ever noticed women in their late 20s seem to be in a panic about getting married, but younger women, 20 to 25, they seem to be more relaxed about casual dating? Also, have you as an older guy even considered dating a younger woman but shied away from it due to social stigma? Now, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Alex Leon and I've spent almost a decade coaching hundreds of men, many of them introverts, and helped them improve their confidence and their dating skills. People assume that most of my clients are horny 22-year-olds, but actually over 80% of the guys that I helped are older than 35. They have established careers, they are effective and successful in their fields, but they just never figured out dating, so to say. So this is a common question that I get. Alex, is it creepy to date women in their early 20s? This is why in this video we're gonna cover why is there a social stigma around it? Is it creepy? Then the real reason for the stigma, why dating younger women is better, and finally how and where to actually meet younger women. I think one of the weirdest things about the social stigma around a younger girl dating an older guy is everyone thinks the guy is the crazy one. Like, let's take an extreme example, right? Like a 50-year-old guy with a 22-year-old lady. And society loves to say, gross, this guy's so creepy, why are they dating? Why is he dating such a young, innocent girl? How come no one stops to ask, why is she attracted to a 55-year-old guy? Maybe she's the weird one. But seriously, where does all the social attitude come from? There's multiple levels to add to the outrage, so let's break it down one by one. First, the power imbalance through money and status. Then the media portraying women as weaker. Then some guys actually are creepy and old, and so you just kind of sort of get lumped into the pot of weirdos. And 4, women wanting to enforce social rules that encourage men to marry them later, because they feel competition from younger women, naturally. So historically, men had more power, more wealth, women were literally treated like property. Younger women were more fertile, but nonetheless, they didn't often have a say in who they would marry. Of course, I'm glad we've moved well beyond those days as a society, and I think some of the stigma around it reminds people of that power imbalance. It doesn't seem fair, equal, or modern to have an older, richer guy dating a younger woman. That leads us to the second stigma, which is like a general social attitude that women are weaker. They are the fairer sex and need to be protected. Therefore, if a guy is older or has more wealth than her, he must somehow be abusing his position of power to force her to date him, right? I always tell guys, look, isn't it ridiculous that at this age, she's perceived as old enough by law to smoke, to drink, to gamble, sell videos of herself masturbating online, open a bank account, vote, drive, start a business, join the army if she wants to, but she's not old enough to figure out who she wants to date? People see an older guy with a younger girl and think, creepy, but it's two consenting adults. The real reason older women are jealous of younger women. The real reason this meme gets so much traction is because it aligns perfectly with older women's incentives. Picture this for a second. You're a 29-year-old woman, you just finished a 4-year relationship. Maybe the guy was lazy, maybe he made false promises. And I'm not blaming the women here, I'm just trying to paint the picture. So you're looking around your social circle thinking, okay, time to find a new guy, right? There's a guy in your yoga class, he's 32, good job, good body, great guy, and he's dating a 19-year-old. Fuck. You go to work, you are chatting with a guy from another office at lunch, he's charming and seems to be wanting to have kids and a family, but at the cocktail event later, that night, he won't stop talking about Sarah from fucking sales, and she's 21, and she only worked here for 2 months, and you think, I have a master's degree, I'm a high-value woman, what the fuck? And I can feel her pain. It would be frustrating to think, oh fuck, I'm 29, these women are 10 years younger, all the attention goes to them, my physical eggs, my fertility is expiring. And then you open TikTok and some female blogger on there is telling you men should date women their own age. If they don't, it means they're disgusting. It's gonna feel pretty comforting, right? To feel like you're on the right side of history. And a pretty convenient coping mechanism that's designed to pressure guys into dating women the same age as them. So it makes sense that the social stigma exists like that. But what if I told you that younger women are not only hotter, of course, but they have a more compatible worldview and make actually a better match for you? Why dating younger women is better for you. If you're an intelligent, analytical guy, the concepts in this video probably made sense for you so far. Society tells you you're creepy, tells you what you should want. But it's pretty much coming from older women who are in panic about getting married. They want to control what you think and shame you for thinking the wrong things. But one of the first things I teach guys on my life workshops is social freedom. This is the idea that to be a powerful, capable, and confident man, the primary thing you need to learn is how to sit in discomfort. How to accept that, look, not everyone in life is gonna like you. Some people are gonna think you're weird. So let's face it, if you date younger women, some people are always gonna have an opinion about it. But let's have a look at the two people that matter the most in this dynamic. You and her. Since you're an empathetic guy, let's start from her perspective. So imagine you're a girl and you're in high school and you're around, let's say 15 years old. Guys starting to notice you. The boys in class are idiots, of course. So maybe the guys around you are 16, 17, and they start trying to talk to you. They invite you to here and there, some parties, and they want to show off, and they're like, yeah, come to Dave's party on Friday. It's going to be cool. I'm going to bring alcohol, whatever. You probably end up dating some idiot, whoever was the most charming, most confident guy in that era. And maybe you're going to stay with him for a couple of years and you break up before college. That's usually how it goes at this age. You might have some random hookups, and then maybe a guy tells everyone about it, right? How you sucked his dick at a party and everyone calls you the dick monster or something horrible. You feel shame, you feel disconnected from these idiots that are in your age range. And maybe you date another guy and he seems chill, he's kind, he's caring, but he has no drive in life. He's 23, he's not sure what he wants to do. Mostly just works a shitty job and gets high with his friends on the weekend. It's fun, but you feel, damn, like this isn't going anywhere. I'm not growing here. So now you're 22 years old and you should be dating guys your age, right? But you feel like something is off based on your experience so far. And then suddenly you meet a guy who's 32, 10 years older than you, a real old man. He has a job. He worked hard for 10 years to build his career. He knows how to dress in something other than just shorts and a t-shirt, and he has discipline, and he's eating right, and he's going to the gym. He isn't rich per se, but hey, he can take you out on a restaurant and pay the whole bill without any weird, awkward feeling. He's calm, relaxed, and doesn't make any stupid dick or farting jokes. He asks you questions and looks you deep in the eyes. Like he seems very confident in his skin. Also, he's not easy to manipulate. He's been around. He knows the games girls can play. Maybe your cute little laugh and shy smile works on a desperate guy in a club to skip the line even or to get free drinks, but he's not so easily convinced. Imagine you go on 2 dates with him, and a few nights later, you're with Stacy, you guys walk across to Ryan's house. And you walk in, McDonald's bags on the floor, the guy's all laughing, drinking beer, screaming at the PlayStation, it stinks in the room. You look around at this mess and you think how safe you felt with that 32-year-old guy. And you think, why the fuck should I date an idiot my age? These guys haven't grown up. I need a guy who can match my level of maturity. So yeah, I guess you guys get the idea. A woman who is 22 has almost a decade of experience socially. Guys hitting on her since she's 15, they're asking her out, she's dating some idiots and dating young guys who don't know what they want. And then society tells you a 22-year-old is too young but she basically has the same amount of dating experience as a 35-year-old man who is, a late bloomer, because society forces her to grow up faster. So it's pretty easy to see from this why it's better for her. But what about for you? Now, especially in the early stages of a relationship, the most common pain points that guys are sharing with me is that she wants to commit too fast. She cares a lot what you do as a job, if you can take her to fancy restaurants. And she asks the question, almost on the first date even, what are you looking for? And then the reality is, you want casual sex, and she wants to wait and kind of lock you in a relationship. So is this just how women are? Or they all just want relationships? Is that how it is? No casual dating? No. This is a product of women in their late 20s and early 30s. This is behavior that's driven by a very justified fear. These women are asking themselves, what if I'm too old to have kids? What if this guy's just wasting my time? What if we fuck for 6 months and then he moves on? Does he want to marry me? Am I wasting my husband finding years on a guy who is not ready to commit? And she is right. If I was a dating coach for women in their late 20s, early 30s, I would tell them this exact playbook. Like, hurry up, don't waste time. Find a guy who is serious. Because you need to screen out the guys who are not. And if you're watching this video, you're probably an older guy who is just starting to step into his sexual power. You've established your career, you built your confidence, and now you're realizing you need to gather more experiences with women first before you're ready to commit to one and settle down and have children or whatever you want to do. So your goals are not in line with the goals of the 29 or 32-year-old women that you're trying to date. You want casual sex, you want fun, you want feminine energy, you want easy romance, you want to see where it goes. And she wants serious, connected, deep, focused romance that moves towards commitment and relationship and marriage, financial security and children. So what's the answer? Stop trying to casually date women who are looking for marriage. So start dating women in their early 20s, because what do they want? They want fun, adventure, growth, learning, mentorship. Now, let's not forget, what about the social stigma that we talked about though? That says it's wrong to date an older guy as a younger girl. Well, guess what? That makes it exciting for her. Why do girls date drug dealers, bad boys, bikers? They want a dangerous, exotic, risky guy. Maybe the fact that you're older is sexy in itself. Like, she read the 50 Shades of Grey, she watched Pretty Woman, which you should watch if you haven't. And she has a fantasy of dating a more powerful and older guy. How and where to actually meet younger women. So, I know what you're thinking now maybe. Okay, Alex, I get it. I should date younger girls. I will deal with the stigma. I accept that they prefer an older guy, that our goals are aligned. Awesome, great. I did good work convincing you. Now, the question is where to actually meet them. Is there a dating app for older guys and younger girls? Do you now have to go to the club and dance up to a 21-year-old on the dance floor and say in your boomer voice like, hey, cool beats in the discotheque, huh? Like, can I buy you a drink? Oh, these people here are immature and let's go somewhere else and have a deep conversation in the lounge. No, don't worry. If you've seen my channel before, you know the answer already. Like, you have to learn to approach women during the day. On the street, in cafes, in bookstores, at the bus stop, etc. So step one is, don't dress like an old man. Make sure you have the uniform, so to say, correct. Show her that you put in thought into your outer appearance. So assuming you are dressing correctly, the next thing is you gotta go up and say something. The simplest thing is the best, right? Because that's really the fantasy she has. A no bullshit, mature man who says it like it is. He doesn't beat around the bush or try to pretend he wants directions. He's bold and he will walk up and say, hi, you're cute. What's your name? If you don't know how to approach a girl on the street, you're missing out on a huge opportunity. It's the best way for all the guys to meet younger girls in a relaxed, safe environment without alcohol. You can click here now to learn my 3-step process to cold approach, even if you've done 0 in your entire life and the thought of it makes you kind of nervous. So check this video out and I'll teach you.